Okay, we're back. I added some windows and some doors just to get us moving along a little bit further, and I'll delete this one just to show you how simple it is. So click on it and hit delete. There we go. And for doors, simple as going to your doors and figuring out and picking what doors that you want. The one we had in the back here, because this is going to be the back courtyard, is a 3-panel slider. Put that in, and we are ready to go. If we go to this back view, right there, we'll see that because we joined the walls, it cut through, and it worked just great. We're gonna go to the upstairs. I put in some windows here, but I want to change the configuration and make sure it looks cool. So let's do that in elevation. So right now I put in some casements, and you can easily switch them once you put them in from a casement to anything else, any other family that you already got. So we're going to put that in as a fixed, and this is 30 by 30, so we're going to do a fixed 30 by, let's do 30 by 60. And I like how tall that one is, and that it correlates to the door that we put it over here. So now what we want to do is raise these windows so they're that high too. So you can click on this first one and then see that it's head height. They have a sill height, which is the bottom of the window, and the head height is the top of the window right here. So if we click on these casements, the head height is at 5'6". What we wanted is at 8 feet. So we put it right there. Look at our view, and then we got a nice, cool little window in the corner there. As you can see, I added some other windows. Later, we'll add a railing up here, but that'll come in a little bit. So let's go back to the main floor. So we got our windows in, and let's say we want to do an interior wall. So we're going to go to the walls. We're going to choose our interior wall, double gypsum, and let's say you're not sure about the heights that you should be at. So here's a little trick. So you can, let's do this. Let's clean it up first. Let's hit the X up here. So this will close all the hidden windows that are behind it. So we're going to go and we're just going to put this floor plan drawing on the side. We're going to open up this section. And we're going to take this section and we're going to put it over here. And then we're going to zoom in. We're going to zoom into the heights that we want. So on the first floor, we know that we want our interior walls to be between the main top of subfloor and the main top of plate. So when we go to put in our wall, we already have it selected that we want. We know, we zoom in, we can see right here, base constraint, main top of subfloor. You can go over there, look, and double check. That's the one you want it on. We want it, and oh, look at this. It says top constraint, upper top of subfloor. So it's going to go up to this one. So if I draw this like this, and actually I'm going to make it, I'm going to delete these just so I get the height right. And look at it. So we can't see it, and the reason we can't see it is because this section is facing the other way. So we're going to click on our section, and this is the view. The blue line is the view that it's seeing, and we're going to flip it. So once we flip it, as you can see, this updated automatically. So we can find our wall right here, and what this means is that the dark gray is meaning that it's cutting through this. The section is actually cutting through that floor box. It's not cutting through this, so it's white. So you can see when I highlight it that it goes too high. So we want to bring that down. Where do we want to bring that down to? We can simply look. So it's already highlighted. We can zoom in, and we want that at the main top of plate. So we can click here, do main top of plate. Let's go back and look. Voila! There we go. So you can use this method until you get the hang of what your levels are and have that open. So now we're going to go back to this. We know that this is good. We can create similar. We can double check it again. Look at that main top of subfloor, main top of plate. We're going to create. Don't save it. Been saving it before. We're going to create a little alcove here. So we're going to put in our door. We're going to put in just a standard door. Right there, single flush. We'll do 30 by 80. We're going to bring it in this way. We're going to go to architecture. We're going to go to components, and we want an archway in here. So if you buy our template, there's a bunch of stuff it comes with, and one of it is an arched opening. So we're going to go like that. We're going to place it right in there. This way, this can be a nice passageway between your kitchen and your bathroom. You can have some shelves in there. You can have different things. You can have a credenza. You can store some things. You can put a little closet in there. That's what we'll do. On this side, we're going to have a little closet. We're going to create similar. We're going to go over here and we're going to make a smaller one. So we're going to keep it the same height, but we only need a 2-foot door. Now we're going to put in some components. We're going to put in a toilet and a sink. So go down to the T's. Oh, we'll do a sink just because we saw it first. Hit spacebar. It'll help you rotate around. Now we'll go down. Tables, toilets. Put a 3D one in there in case we ever want to take a view. Spacebar. Perfect. Now let's look at this view, and let's say we want this to be a design accent. So we're going to want to change the paint on here. So that's going to be pretty simple, but we're going to go to View, Elevations, and we're going to do an interior elevation. There we go. That is our that's our little archway. That's our little door. If you click these buttons down here, I'm going to show you what these do. So there's a level of detail, medium and fine, and that changes when there's pre-set up. It's already set up to show, if it's just at a low level, a coarse level, it'll show it all black. At a fine level, it'll get more detail. At a truly fine level, some components get even more detailed than that. Over here, this is what kind of colors you can have. So you can show colors. There's different levels. It can go all the way up to realistic, but that normally takes time. And as you can see, it shows the real colors. We're just going to go back to this shaded view. Over here are your sun path and your shadows. You don't normally need those except for the exterior. This is your cropping. Shows your this one is your cropping. So as you can see, it's hard to see right now. But when you turn that on, you can move your cropping so that you can see more. And if you want to see all of it without changing your cropping, you hit Do Not Crop View and it will show you the whole house. There you go. So let's say that we want to paint this. Let's quickly, or we want to change this. You can change a lot of things in there. You can go edit, again, duplicate, and let's say you don't want it 4 feet wide. You only want it 3. Change this to 3. Okay. 3. Perfect. Made it skinnier. I liked it 4 feet wide, so we'll just hit Control-Z and turn it back. So let's make a material. Let's make a material from scratch. We're gonna go to Manage, Materials. It's gonna take a second to pop up. And let's say we want a paint. So let's see if we can find one. Let's go ahead and search. Paint. Paint, paint, paint. Miscellaneous. There is a paint material. Let's load that up. Here it is. Okay, let's edit it. We're in the material browser. This is going to open the material editor. Okay. Now, in one of the other videos, so we have a cool white paint. Let's duplicate this one. Let's say we're going to make it green. Here it is. We're going to rename it. See how I'm right-clicking and renaming? Green. Perfect. So there, once again, it jumped. Come on. There it is. Paint green. Click on that again. So I thought to change this, because if we change this cool white, it's also going to change this paint color because it's assigned to it. So I thought you could right click and hit, rename. So that's not the case. And people, you shouldn't be let's see if we can find it. Here we go. So sometimes in Revit you can't find things because you think you know where they should be and they're not. This happens in Revit, and I don't blame you for not knowing. It happens to professionals, and they're working on it. It's a very complex program, and you never have all the bugs fixed. So I literally had to look it up because I swear it should be as easy as a right click. So here's what they said. They're talking about renaming it, the same thing that we're doing it. Where do you go to rename it? Not right click. That's where you find duplicate, but not rename. Obviously, this person is frustrated, and Autodesk realizes, yes, we hear you. It's frustrating with this user interface, and they're always trying to improve and make it more usable in the future. So if you can't find something, you think you know where it's going to be, just Google it, and hopefully it should help you out. So it's not there. Just like we could rename by right-clicking over here, you can't do it over here. You have to drop down this menu, and then we're going to do paint green. So now you need to know the difference. So this is just where you find your material. This is where you start to edit it, and you edit it at 2 layers. So remember when I talked about the different levels of detail? So this first level of detail is just not a rendering view. It's just a view that you can change down here how sophisticated it looks. So we're going to change this to a green so that in our model space we can see it. But that doesn't mean that it changes the rendering appearance. See, look at the rendering appearance. It's still white. So we have to change it in both. I spelled it wrong there. So we have to change it in here too. Wall paint color. Now we click on that, and let's see what it does. It's updated. Bam! Now that's kind of a crazy green. I'm not going to change it right now, but you can now see that now it's changing the rendering. So when you hit render, it will actually change. And this one will let it change in your regular views without rendering. So we're going to hit done. Oop. Now look at this. See, both changed to let you know. Let's edit this. Now let's change this one back, not to the paint green, but to the regular paint. If we can find it. Aha! Paint. That's not what I wanted. Oh, look at that. So, another way you can do it is you can search through their library, and they already have a whole bunch, and you can just click over. So they already have a whole bunch set up for you. So I'm going to come back and change that green because I like this green better. But let's just find a nice ivory right now, and let's put that in that one. Perfect. That's done, ready to go. See now how they're different? Now let's go look here, and let's do a nice forest green. Hit this button, switch it over. Ready to go. I don't like that forest green. A lot of rendering is seeing how it actually looks. Dark olive. I like this color. We'll put that in there. We'll hit done. Our paint green is different and our regular paint is different. Okay, now that we have a material, a paint material, let's go over here. Let's do a shaded color. Let's go back to